If you want to get started with hand embroidery, there are some basic tools and equipment that you need to have. So today I'm going to share what I have in my embroidery kit. So this is a little kit that I've made. It has a little patchwork cover. And inside it has all my things for hand embroidery. So I'm just going to go over what is in here and what I use and what you will need to use and what's nice to have. So the first thing you're going to need is scissors. You're going to need scissors to cut your threads. Now, if you also have fabric scissors, then that is a good idea. You will probably need to cut fabric. But if you're just getting started and you have a kit, then you might not need to get these right away. And good quality fabric scissors can be expensive. So this can be something you can wait a bit to get, but eventually you'll probably want to get them. But you will need good little sharp scissors for cutting threads. The next thing that you're obviously going to need is needles, and the kind of needles that you have is going to be determined by the kind of stitching that you're doing. There are different types of needles, and I have other videos about needles, about how to identify them, what you need, what works with your thread and fabric, so you can check out those videos. But you will need obviously some kind of embroidery needles, and again in this case get a decent quality needle. Then you're also going to want probably a couple of pins. Now you won't use pins very often with embroidery, but sometimes they're nice to have. And I also have this little mini pin cushion that if I'm going somewhere to do stitching, I will take that with me because I can put my pins and my needles in it, and I don't have them laying on the table and I'm looking for where did they go, did they fall on the floor. They can always be right here, easily visible and easily accessible. Then you're also going to want some kind of marking pens or pencils, and there's a variety of different types of things you can use for marking. The two I have that I carry with me, this one is just a mechanical pencil, just a regular like pencil you would use for doing math. And this one is another, it's a chalk pencil, but it writes in white. It has white chalk. And so that's really good for writing on dark fabric. Then you'll probably want a needle threader. So this is a cute little like bird-shaped ones, but there are all kinds of needle threaders. This one has a needle threader in the beak of the bird that goes, this goes through the eye of the needle, and then we'll pull the thread back. And then in the neck of the bird in here, there's actually a tiny little blade. So you could use this as a thread cutter as well if you didn't have scissors. So this is a really cute little thing. You can put it on a string and wear it as a necklace. I just have it tucked in my little bag here. Now this is something that is not necessarily necessary, but it is sometimes helpful depending on your situation. This is just a little piece of rubber, and it's used as a grip to pull your needle through your fabric. Now, most of the time I don't use this. Usually I'm not stitching in something where it's very difficult to pull my needle through the fabric, but sometimes that situation comes up, and then this is a really good thing to have. That does come up more often in quilting than in embroidery, and it's the same idea. You could use this to help grip your needle to pull it through, or if you don't have the strength in your fingers, this can be helpful. You're probably going to want a ruler, and some kind of little ruler, and whether or not it has patchwork marks on it is kind of up to you, depending on how you like to read rulers. But just even for drawing straight lines, this is a good idea to have. You will probably want your embroidery threads. So this has a little pocket that I can put little cards with embroidery floss, and I can carry them in here and then that zips up to keep them all safe. And you'll probably want some kinds of sewing thread as well, and just little bits of neutral thread. And so I like to bring thread that's actually on bobbins because this is smaller than a spool. I don't need a whole giant spool of thread, so I'll just throw in a couple bobbins. And this has my little tubing on there to help keep the thread neat. So I do have a whole video about that, how I keep my bobbin threads neat. You can check that. You might want a seam ripper. There will be times when with embroidery you have to take your stitching out, and you can use your finger, you can use a needle, you can use your scissors, but sometimes a seam ripper is helpful with taking your stitches out. And then the last thing I have, which is not necessary but sometimes nice to have, is thread gloss. So this is just a little conditioning thing for your thread. So you can rub your thread through it. It helps it to go smoothly. It eliminates some of the knots, and it's just like a wax that you pull your thread through. This one is cinnamon chai scented, so it smells really nice when you're stitching, and that is not a necessity, but if you're having trouble with your thread knotting up all the time, then this can be helpful. And then the last thing that you're going to need is a hoop, and hoops come in all different sizes. You can see my video about hoops. If you bought a kit, it might come with a hoop already in it, but if not, you are going to need a hoop. So that's what I have in my embroidery kit. Let me know, did I miss something that you think I should have, or is there something surprising that you didn't think I would have? Let me know what's in your embroidery kit, and if you're wanting to get started with embroidery, these are the basic tools that I think you should start off with. And if you're looking for embroidery tutorials and patterns and ideas to get you started, I have lots of that at my website, epidastudio.com.